Hello, welcome back to Settlement Survival, where we continue to try to pull ourselves out of this food rut we seem to be in. I'm not looking forward to the sandstorm, but I am looking forward to getting more laborers at some point. Let's take a look. We don't have any pending tech points to spend. I don't. Does this mean nobody's living here? I'm not sure. We are out of a bathhouse employee. Let's put our last laborer in there. We are getting back to the whole beer thing. Hopefully we have enough, or we will have enough oats to deal with that. I believe we added these oat farms here. So let's see how this season plays out. It's probably going to get a little dicey with the sandstorm. I'm hoping the sandstorm doesn't destroy any of these fields, but we shall see. People dying of thirst. That's not good. Event explosive research. Let's see. Let's do 1 ounce. So we have some people dying of starvation. There seems to be a pretty major clothing shortage. I'm hoping at some point we can get that resolved. The sandstorm time is coming up shortly. I'm hoping we have the supply depot here now, so there is no actual fertilizer stored here at the moment. I'm hoping that means because they're using it. Maybe we just don't have enough production of it. It says we have 59 of them. Let's see how this goes. Here's the sandstorm. Looks like it's right around here. Following a similar path to last time. It's going to destroy our cherry orchards, which is very unfortunate. Agave, I'm not too worried about. Oh, look at that. Little rebuild command. Nope, it tore right through the field. I mean, not too bad. We probably miss about that much harvest anyway. Well, let's get all this stuff rebuilt as soon as possible. Oh, hey, the tombstones went away. Well, hopefully, we can get rid of this cemetery at some point. And then between the three of these, they'll just cycle and we'll never have an issue. What's going on up here? Is the harvesting happening? Looks like it. I was wondering what that noise was, but I think it's every time a building starts being rebuilt, it makes that little noise. All right. We do have some harvesting happening. The oats are being gathered. I really wish there was more fertilizer being used. It says reserves 218, but they're not actually stored up here. Let's see. We do have some laborers available. I do want to leave a lot of spares, but at a minimum, I want to replenish our farmland as we seem to be desperately short. We never seem to have enough, which is a little absurd, but it is what it is. All right, like, yeah, we didn't successfully finish harvesting all that, and the oats are already almost gone. So something's got to give here. This is getting a little crazy. We do have fertilizer making its way up here. I'm gonna add another worker here just to keep bringing the resources up here. Hoping for next season it'll be better. Health is getting better. Happiness is still pretty low. Do we have... Yeah, we don't have a clinic. We need that for sure. We're shy a teacher. That's not good. Where else do we have an exclamation point? Wow, we had 2 teachers out and nobody in the church. See, that's the problem with um not leaving yourself enough laborers. Like, there's nobody left to take over the jobs, and then you just kind of gotta hope for the best. Okay, is there no homeless people even with all these homes destroyed? Nah, I don't know. Seems like we're catching up on the clothing front. There's only 5 citizens that need clothes. Happiness is definitely pretty close to an all-time low. Oh, I know where all the laborers came from. It came from all these busted buildings. Well, hopefully when we get these immigrants in a little bit, we can replenish our population. We seem to really have a difficulty right around the 275 mark of like keeping enough people, or at least keeping people happy enough that the reproduction rate meets the needs of the people dying off. How are we doing on... Do we have sand? Yeah, we do. Not a ton, but some. Um, what do I want to do here? I can make rope, or I can make fishing nets or baskets. I think baskets, the carrying is definitely what needs to happen here. The more I can carry, the more I think I can get away with harvesting and all that stuff. Okay, we're entering planting season. There should be Yeah, there's fertilizer up here. So we should be seeing some fertilizer action. Hopefully. Let's see. Got our seasonal planting going on right now. I should probably change this over to, like, oats is what we're always drastically short on. So I should probably change this over to oats because it's on the fertile area. All right, there's a ton of fertilizer right here in this building. Hopefully they start using it. Looks like they might be. Hmm, not yet. I think they're still planting. I should probably upgrade the roads. Make these cut stone roads. They'll just slightly increase their speed. Is it not doing it? Well, all the fertilizer's gone, so they must be using it somewhere. Yeah, a little bit fertility there. We apparently, like, if we're to try to get 100% for, not 100%, but if we were trying to get more fertility, I mean, we just went through 200 things of fertilizer, and like a couple of our fields have like 3%, 6%. I mean, do we just need a ton more fertilizer? I mean, that's a possibility. It's going up. I don't know if they just like have it in their inventory and they're using it over time, or yeah, that barely affected fertility. Huh. Is it even worth it? I mean, I would think it would be, but I guess we'll see how much it produces. We're getting close to harvesting time. Couldn't come sooner because people are starting to starve to death. I don't know why they'd be starving when we have meat available. All right, here comes the harvest. Let's see what that looks like. Curious if this fertility like does anything. I'm just trying to find a way to resolve our food shortage because we are drastically short all the time now. I mean, we lost a bunch of people. That'll make the demand less, I guess. We did take a tech that increases their like inventory by plus 80. So my hope is the harvesting, the biggest issue with harvesting, I think, is them running back and forth to the warehouses all the time. And my hope is that by doing that, or by increasing their inventory or the load that they can carry, they will carry more at a time, and harvest the field, cutting down on the running back and forth to the warehouse all the time. That's my hypothesis anyway. Okay, we are still haven't completed all this harvesting. I'm not exactly sure why. They got a lot of it, but they did not get all of it. Okay, we have a merchant ship that has arrived. Let's take a look at what our options are here. Ooh, a rabbit. Do I want to get a rabbit? Yields Easter egg. I mean, I kind of feel like that could be something. Is that fancy food? What is it? Easter egg. It's a trade good. So I would sell them. Maybe I should buy it. Um, it's not obviously worth that much right now, but if I can, I'm assuming this unlocks rabbits for me at the 4,500 price. I could be wrong, but if I get a rabbit and then I breed them, I could then send the Easter eggs in a caravan, and that would allow me to sell them for money, and there's the potential of making even more money than I'm spending. So I think that's like a feasible thing to do. Uh, I mean, I'm going to spend half of our money doing it, but that's all right. Okay, I just got an achievement for animal imports. So let's build another pasture. Where am I gonna cram this thing? I'll have to put it back over here. All right, let's get this built. Let's start repopulating some of these buildings. All right, paper mill. I definitely need to make more paper. Textile water mill. Yes. I do want to get a transport person in there. A lot of this stuff is still rebuilding. We are out of glass, planks, and steel. So we're just out of everything. Perfect. Some very unhappy people. I think it's because we're shy on beer. Looks like we do have some oats down here at least now. So we should start making a lot more beer, which should increase the happiness by quite a bit. We have our immigrants coming in shortly. Hopefully this goes pretty well. Our oats are holding out. I mean, we're definitely chewing through them, but we're making it through to November, which I feel like we didn't even get that last time. He has a lot of oats there. Okay, so these two have plenty of oats to brew beer. Let's get teacher in the school there. We don't have a lot of kids right now, so like being shy of a teacher there isn't the end of the world at the moment, but I don't want to forget. All right, immigrants should be coming pretty soon, and it couldn't be better timing because it is we are out of laborers yet again. Okay, butcher just died. That had to be over here somewhere. Let's take a look. Not yet. Getting closer, but not yet. 12 births last season. Our happiness is going up. It's still low, but it's increasing. A farmer has been murdered. Cool. I'm waiting for the notification about immigrants. There it is. Accept them all. Come on in. We lost a jam maker. I don't think we need too many jam makers. We don't make that much jam. I do want to replenish as many farmers as possible because that is definitely an issue. We're down to 10. So I might want to just wait. What are we got going on here? Sheriff found a murderer. Accused murderer. Uh, I mean, what's a little murder? I need the people. There's nobody making salt at the moment. Although we don't need a ton. We have plenty of reserves. I do want to start making these rabbits. Maybe I'll just put 2 in there for now. That could help us get our caravan up and running again. If we could just make a ton of Easter eggs. All right, what do we got to do here? Definitely need glass. We are shy on glass. We can't even finish these buildings. We need planks for sure. And I mean, maybe something comes up later on where you can do something else. But if you can only make one resource, I don't understand why it doesn't just select it by default. Now we don't have a water shortage. I mean, we had one for a long time, but at the moment, we seem to be doing all right. We got people farming up here. That's going pretty well. we burned through all those laborers as people died. And we don't have a doctor? That's really terrible. Let's see where we want to spend our next tech point. Feel like we were focusing on logistics. I don't have cotton cloth. I don't think I have cotton at all. I mean, I think we ultimately need this, but we just don't have a way to make it yet. Leather shoes and handbags. The shoes could be useful. Seal fur. So I think I need to come all the way down here for that. Plantation could be useful. It seems like food's what we really struggle with right now, so maybe I will start up the plantation. Get that switched out after the season is over. Work efficiency's lower, but at least there's not a breeding issue. I need all the people I can get. It's really hard to like maintain. I wonder, do rabbits only produce eggs or do they produce anything else? Like rabbit fur or meat or any of that? I'm not sure. We did have a bunch of people graduate from school, it looks like, so that's kind of nice. We have a little more labor force available again. I definitely have to get a doctor. Um, can't leave that building unoccupied. All right, fishing. Keep that moving. We definitely have. I don't want to add another person in here. We ate through a lot of this raw material. I think maybe we're just gonna like clean up the town a little, fell some trees, and get some extra lumber in the process. I did not monitor the fertilizer this time around. I don't think we used much of it. There's a little bit, there's 2%, 7%. Oh, 18% fertility. Look at that. So some of it got used. Looks like they're harvesting already. That's kind of crazy. We definitely had a lot more farmers this season, so I'm hoping we'll get most, if not all of it. Should probably do a gather plant command too. Get some of the wild herbs and stuff to help compensate for the shortages. Uh, I'm gonna check capturing this bear. Oh, I, I got a couple people killed. Whoops. I suppose that's to be expected when you try to tame a bear. It didn't actually tame one, right? No. Okay. That'd be awesome if you could farm bears then. All right, so all this is gathered for the most part. I mean, peas aren't, but all the oats. I wish we could restrict the oats to only going towards like alcohol production or whatever and not have to. Right, I'm gonna make regular spirits here just to have a baseline. We're already down to 2 laborers. This is crazy. We just keep like chewing through people. Do I need a teacher right now? I don't think I do. We don't have enough students. Yeah, because we have 3 schools that are active. There's not enough students to need the 4th school at the moment, so I am gonna leave that bare for now. Looks like the tailoring's going okay. Little dicey, but not terrible. We are churning out a ton of down jackets. How's the Easter egg thing going? I have 4 rabbits. They made 4 Easter eggs. So, why are they freezing? Isn't the boil? Oh, the boiler room doesn't reach them. Okay. Yeah, we got bison just showing up in the middle of our town. We have been making building kits. All right, we're slowly creeping back to something resembling normal. It's not quite there, but it's getting there. We do have a fair amount of alcohol being produced, so that's a nice change for once. We are in December and we still have oats in our inventory, so that's pretty rare. I think things are getting better. We did just lose our last laborers, and I had a farmer die. Hey, we've got green across the board. I haven't seen that in a while. We're gonna get this merchant ship, and I think we're gonna play through till after the fire, which I'm not looking forward to because we're already struggling. But all right, once we pop through, I feel like we're finally pulling ourselves out of that slump just in time for the village to be burned down. Looking forward to it. There's so many animals. I really need to get a trade caravan back up and running. That's why I'm hoping. I mean, there'll be more immigrants coming in, but I need a lot more laborers. Just because I need people available to go. I'm hoping now that we're not negative, where like work efficiency's brought down by 20%. I'm hoping that means our yields are going to be better on the farms in general, or at least everything gets harvested without a problem. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Lost a miner, lost another farmer. Okay, we do got some planting going on. We do be planting though. You know, we did gather a bunch of wild food that season as well. I wonder if that helped offset some of the oat consumption, which is what left us with more available throughout the year. I have a suspicion that that was the case. Okay, we do have 10 more births. We lost a cleric, which means all these people are going to be unhappy or more unhappy. So I need another laborer to spawn here. Or I need to steal someone from somewhere else. And I think I'm amazed we actually have a decent amount of alcohol right now. I feel like we've been chasing that as well. I'm gonna pull a no. We're low on meat chops. I don't think I should do that. We have salt, but they're not even keeping up. Oh boy, I don't even have people for this goose farm. They all died off. I'm gonna take somebody out of here and put one in here, just so there's a worker. We seem to have plenty of water right now, so I am gonna pull a person out. I think the happiness is more important. All right, let's see what this harvest looks like. We do have some Easter eggs banked. They're not worth as much as I was hoping they'd be worth. I thought they were going to be worth more. So that's a little unfortunate. But yeah. So how do we make furniture? I guess I'll just buy some soap. I don't really have a lot of money at the moment. Okay, well, I lost a brewer and a farmer. I am really going to need this influx of immigrants here. Okay, we do have some baskets. I think that's helping with the carrying. I feel like last time we were like already harvesting in June. Are we getting to that point yet? Ever, a lot of the fields have fertility this time around. We must have used up a lot more fertilizer. All right, so they are starting to harvest. A herdsman died. Hope it wasn't any. Yeah, I lost my rabbit man. Too many people dying, and not enough people graduating school and taking their place. All right, here we go. I think we're finally getting I'm gonna be a little cheeky here. I'm gonna pull that field's empty. I'm gonna take some out and add them over here. Do the same here. Maybe it'll help get just a little bit more. I don't want to have to micro it like that, but I think right now it's our best course of action. We have almost 100 farmers. Okay, here comes the fire. Did that person just go into the burning house? Is this just dilapidated and needs to be repaired? We didn't lose all our repair people, right? No. Maybe they just can't keep up with it. All right, that fire was not anywhere near as extreme as I thought it was going to be. We have a ton of water again. Nobody's brewing here because we have no people. Oh boy. Well, I'm hoping we'll get immigrants here, but I'm hoping some of these kids graduate school and become laborers as well. Because I need like 40 people just to refill all these positions that are vacant at the moment. I got people freezing to death. There's not enough clothing. There are a lot more kids on the bottom end now that we've somewhat stabilized the health and happiness. There are more kids, they just have to age through the system. I want to say it's the turn of the year when they would become laborers. Yeah, there's kids becoming school age right now. Although I don't think any of them became. Oh, there we go. We have an adult. I'll leave that just available for now to fill a missing role if somebody dies. We definitely need more repair people because they're not keeping up. All right, so we are in January of year 65. We have a handful of laborers, very, very few, but we have immigrants on the horizon. We have some rabbits that are making Easter eggs. They're not as valuable as I thought, but we'll see how that goes with the caravan once I get more people. And I really don't think we've made too many changes this time around. Mostly we've just been rebuilding infrastructure as it gets destroyed, but the next year looks pretty clear. Just emergency merchant ship and some immigrants. No catastrophes lined up. So I think we might be in a pretty good place. At least we stabilized our health and happiness. So all right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.